Hey everyone, Chris here, and welcome to another AV conversation. Today I've got Dr. David Kellerman here with me. Hi, David.
Hello, Chris.
Yeah, David's senior lecturer at University of New South Wales. He's also going to be headlining a session on day one of Integrate next week, Wednesday, November the 17th, regarding the digital transformation of higher education. So we've just come out of COVID. Everybody's pretty much got an experience of doing some sort of education online. Everybody dreads it. Are we trying to replicate the physical space in the digital realm? Is that the key problem?
Yes, I think too much of the post-pandemic or the panic goji, as it was called when COVID first came, was to do with iron horse solutions. Okay, instead of redesigning things with a digitally authentic nature, and that is the motor car, compared to the iron horse. Reimagining education within all of the tools that we have today is a very difficult challenge, and it's going to take us a long time to figure it out.
Creating university is about creating physical spaces, connecting them with theatres and libraries and ways for people to get around. What's the equivalent challenge in the digital realm?
Exactly. So education is not about the classroom in higher education. It is about the campus. It's a complete experience to do with meeting people and making friends and collaborating and being part of a whole community. Universities are like small towns. We had 1,000+ years to figure out the spatial layout of a physical campus, to optimize spaces for people to meet and collaborate and work together and create. And we're now trying to reinvent that in the digital realm where spatial constraints don't exist. And what we've actually ended up with is a mess of individual apps that are akin to buildings scattered around a city where you have to catch a bus in between every one of them. There is no integration. There is no digital layout of that experience. And not surprisingly, gone with that are all of the exciting experiences for young students around meeting people, forming communities, having shared experiences. It's an impoverished experience today, but it doesn't have to be.
Good. I'm pleased to hear that. So, what are some of the key technologies that's going to engender better communities?
Well, the last decade has been to do with the killer app. Someone has invented a piece of software that does everything you could imagine. But the next decade, especially for universities, has to be around the killer integration. It is about stitching together every part of that experience, about contextualizing everything that is done, where it's done, who is there doing it, why they're doing it, and not only therefore intermixing, interweaving, and connecting those experiences, but then pulling out automation and AI and other things that actually enhance that experience.
So, who is capable of undertaking such a monumental effort?
Well, that's a combination. The first thing is that universities run with extraordinary IT budgets. The average Australian university is spending many multiple 10 millions of dollars per year on building out those digital systems. So it's not actually a question of budget, it's a question of leadership and vision. It needs to be at the vice chancellor and CIO level to say, we are going to redesign and we are going to rebuild our digital campus for future experiences. But they can't do it on their own. The technologies are now embedded in big tech. It is the Microsofts, the Amazons, the Googles who are pushing technology forward at a pace that just cannot be matched with boutique bespoke solutions. And so actually, big tech is coming for higher ed, but big tech is actually going to create the platform that higher ed needs to build its new digital campus on top of.
So, give me the last pitch, David. I'm an AV guy. I deal a lot with universities. I know that you do a lot of keynotes. You're a knowledgeable guy. You're a doctor, for Pete's sake. But why? Why would I come to your session?
Well, because hybrid is going to be one of the most exciting AV challenges that you have ever come across. Right now at UNSW, we are designing beautiful hybrid spaces that mix physical students, online students, telepresence of those online students, complete two-way audio and visual communication between them, professors at the front who are using digital ink, screens, and augmented reality artifacts auto-produced within even what we're looking now at hollow portation stages at the front. This is like a CGI movie set at the front of a live audience in a beautiful space happening in real time. It is a wild piece of AV technology,
Wow.
and it's going to happen in universities first.
Gosh, okay, I'm sold. You've got me. Shut up and take my money. I'll be seeing you next Wednesday afternoon online. I expect to see you as a hologram. Thank you. Or all the AV nerds will say, "Hang on, it's a Pepper's ghost." But anyway, leave that as it is. But great to talk to you, Dave. Looking forward to what you and others have got to say next Wednesday.
Christopher, thank you so much.